All right. Last night, I sat down with my YouTube community Discord and I asked my members to unprivate their graveyard, unprivate their Realmeye, unprivate everything. Today, we are going to be sitting down and laughing at them. I have 9 of my people lined up here, and I have myself. At the very end, I will show my Realmeye. We're going to do a pretty comprehensive tour here. You know what? Fuck it. Let's agree to those cookies. We're going to be looking at their fame rank, their stars, how active they are, their characters, their graveyard, and their history is how we'll do this. I'm not going to really go more into skins and exaltations. So starting off with Dead Clicks here. Hey man, how you doing? Thanks for being the first one on our block. Looking through his characters, we see some okay things. It is worth noting, by the way, Realmeye is really inaccurate with characters. Um, like really inaccurate. It chronically messes these things up. So it definitely won't show all of your characters, but it will show your graveyard, and that's what matters more. Honestly, when it comes time to do mine, maybe I'll just launch my game and go through my characters. They're all non-seasonal shits. But yeah, okay. So fame, you are 9,877th in the world. In terms of your account fame, only around 8K. Not bad. You've been active for nearly 12 years. That's not how that works at all. Okay, well, let's move on to your graveyard. I figured for graveyard, we will go through the first 200 characters, or the most recent 200 characters feels fair. 353, dude. In 12 years? What the fuck? You just play this game once every thought. Okay, and this is divided by, I want to say it's divided by hundreds, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so let's go. I want to make this a little bit fair because I want to approach everyone at their, level. But I'm pretty sure I've seen this guy doing Umi. Hang on a minute. He has the Umi pet, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay, so maybe we'll be a little harsh. You've earned it, man. This is one of my favorite skins in the game, so there's that. A lot of slop off the start. Okay. Let's see what he's dying to here. O3, okay, that's fair. Painling, those little bombs in the parasite. Though, okay. Okay, Gemsbach death. Okay. I don't know about that. I don't know about, I don't know about that one either, man. A lot of 0-8s. Noticing a lot of 0-8s in here. Um, okay. To a grotto bat. Did you walk over a stack? Sorry, man. Yeah, a lot of stinkers in here. Okay. We should see how many 8-8s he's had. This is okay. Okay. We're kind of getting somewhere. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Um, the ring choices are always a little odd. I do want to say that. It seems like you spent. Yeah, hang on. Let's look at the fame too. Actually. Oh wait, that's total fame. This is, or that's death fame. Okay. It seems like your characters are. It's kind of like having a child soldier, like they're just born and then you give them a gun. Is kind of what's going on here. And typically this is what happens to them, you know? So I can't really fault the analogy here. Okay, I'm noticing a lot of Hang on, maybe the second page will be different. Notice I said different, not better. I'm not laughing at you, man. I'm not laughing at you. I'm defending myself against nobody right now. No one. I'm alone in this room, and I'm still fighting for my life. Um, Second parasite death. I would kill myself too. Um, okay, okay. This is the first top we've seen on an unmaxed character, to my knowledge. Congratulations, man. Okay. Wait. That's sick. Wait, this is fire. This is actually legitimately a somewhat decent like max set, especially for 7K. Yeah. I don't do sorcerers that often because I always get stuck with like I don't even get a Rit robe. I get stuck with this and like a G Sorc. I haven't played sorcerer in like 5 years. Like seriously sat down to do it. So there's that. You must have been hyped as shit about getting this ring, like fucking fresh out the womb, man. That must have been sick. Um, okay. What the fuck is a brown python? Is that in the snake pit? Hey, you can get cornered by these things. Oh, that blows chunks. Man, I got it. I'm doing a sorcerer SP at some point. I'm really excited for that. Okay, just flat out nothing. Void landmark N. What is that? That's not the goop. That's pure evil, I think is what it's called. Okay, all right, all right. This is a very promising start. Let's look at your history. Let's go through here. Fame history. Kane seven is 6.5. That 6-7. Sorry, I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, so it seems like you've been on once, and that was in the last day. 11,000. Okay, things are starting to fall into place. I'm starting to understand where we're at with this. I didn't even check the dates on the deaths. So this is fame history. Let's go. Oh wait, does it not? Oh, hang on, hang on. Where is this? Oh, it was summary I was thinking of. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, some of these are pretty inaccurate, but 109 voids. That may be accurate. I know this one's. These ones are all a little weird. Shatters completed 0. Womp womp. I don't know. It doesn't have all the dungeons here. What we are looking for is, yeah, max stats by class. 8-8. Okay, 2 wizards, 2 necros. Okay, noticing some trends. Um, we're definitely sloped. So a lot of necromancers, by the way, gotta say, and sorcerers. You definitely have a fucking favorite, man. And yeah, a lot of favorites. Okay. 301 out of 353 are 08. Okay. Yay! Yippee! Everyone's gonna get the same amount of applause. So there goes our first. Thank you for being the first up. Here's a classic. Okay, this is one of my homeboys. He's in my Discord, and he said, "You know who I am." Okay, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I do. We get it. All right. So Z-list YouTubers naturally nearly 7 years old on this account. I remember the day he made this account. I remember when he switched over from his old account, like it was yesterday. It is hitting me right now that was 7 years ago. Holy fucking shit! That was 7 years ago. Holy fuck! Just freaking out over here. Chopped and Unk. Okay, I was mad as hell when he got this. Yeah, I think he has a couple more characters going on. 2.6k on account fame. Okay. We'll go through Graveyard. This I am well versed in because what'll happen is love him to death. He'll make a character and he'll get something cool. He'll post it in our loot channel. And then like 4 hours later, I'll be sitting there at work, like taking a poop on company time. And I'll be like, let's see how my homeboy's doing. And then you'll see a kill by. And it's like, all right, I'm gonna go wipe and I'm gonna go back to work, and that's it. Okay, so recently, yeah, died to Valen. That happens. Moonlight, I think I was there for that. Rocking the exit. Oh my god, the wall of flesh, the trickster skins. Okay, what the fuck is a fish man? That's a coral reefs enemy, I think. New cube overseer, sure. Okay, okay, okay. Wait, hang on. Fire. This is the first solid, legitimately good character we've seen. I love you, Dead Clicks. You're great. Lock in, bro. It seems like he just got back into playing games, so you know what? We'll move on. Yeah, solid shit going on here. Is that a Crystal Cavern enemy? I think I know which one it is. I think it's not the purple one. It's one of them in there. Archmage, that sucks a lot to lose a quality 3 horn. I did not know you died with the Warmonger, you dumb fuck. Okay, a lot of backpack extenders, by the way, which I really do fuck with. I kind of remember this. Yeah, the fact you've had multiple of these things is deeply upsetting to me. Okay, you died in a nest. That's rough. Or maybe in the realm. I don't really remember which one it is. Also, yeah, don't blame you for a Shade Avatar, the one no, it's not the one in the realm. It's the Skull Phase ones, I want to say. Or it's Patience. I'm not really sure. Dying to Cosmos like this, you should probably kill yourself. Voided EH King B. That's Ness, but I don't know what voided means there. Molech is hilarious too. Why the fuck do you get so many of these things, man? That's definitely a loot sword, which means, yep, bonus 2. The fuck, man? You didn't even bother to roll it? Yeah, that means you died in the last phase, likely. Which is Shameful. I've died with this exact same set to the exact same thing, so I can't judge you for that. You should be shot for this because, yeah. Is that max life on it? Nope. All right, there we go. 10%. Wait, wow, that's goated. Yeah, okay. Okay. Don't want to know what this is about. Lucky streak, okay. Our other friend Mudkip would kill you for that. That's what the fuck is this? 470 fame? What the fuck were you doing with this? Just lab maxing? What the fuck? Burial blades, no idea why using this, especially with a crown. This is just a piece of shit. Shatter, Sentinel, Claymore, Summoner, Long. I want to say those are the long pencil swords he throws out. And you lost the Gladiator Guard. Look, I'm gonna be honest. He gets so many fucking Gladiator Guards at this point, it's not even a loss. You know, he might as well lose a tier 9 fucking armor. Alt Crystal Minefield 2, I want to say is Walled Gardens. Or which one of those two? Fuck you for this. I did a priest PPE last year, and I did 200 mountain temples for this, and I didn't get a single one. Deca actually gave me 5,000 gold for it, and I asked for more when I didn't get it. They didn't give me more. You definitely AFK'd here for this. Sickle early is insane, and then you immediately proceeded to lose it. Tundra Dragon, that's rough. With an Oreo, I don't know, maybe not. The fucking UDL grind set. I'm pretty sure I was here for this. Yeah, wait, this was. I'm pretty sure I was here for this. At the very least, I was here for this character. So I do know that. I remember this one, man. What was this? Beginning of December? Yeah. Wait, no, this is 2024. Holy shit! Wait, no, maybe I don't remember this. I think I saw you with this exact same set on the wrench on the wheel. I'm pretty sure. Was that last year? Was that 2024? Holy fuck! Time flies. Full abyss set to an infernal ironsmith anvil. Okay, I'm pretty sure that enemy does not move, which we have to draw some conclusions about that. King DM Tendril W. That's tentacle phase, I think. Or patience. I don't know. Twilight Archmage to a full set of tops. Hey man, no judgment there. 03 with that. Okay. Oh wow, that's only the first 100. We got more to go. Also, him and I both really love the steampunk mechanic paladin. This is another one of my favorite skins in the game. I hate the whole Christmas set. I hate that shit. That knocks you down a peg. I should have been ranking these things. I'll give dead clicks. My reflex was I was gonna say 4 out of 10. That's so mean though. I mean, like, he's been playing again recently. Whatever. And he's got the Umi pet. Maybe he took advantage of the bug that was going on where Umi didn't sicken you. But I think he's had it for a while. I'll give dead clicks a 5 out of 10. Right in the middle. Yay. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Homeboy's got a lot of max characters. He's got some solid ones in here. Not a lot of stinkers, honestly. There's not a lot of stinkers in here. The problem is I know for a fact, I don't know how many of these are PPEs. I think a lot of these are just things that he's running. But I'm not judging PPEs, obviously. You know, not everybody does it. What the fuck is this skin? What the fuck is this? I'm not judging for that. I am looking at quality of characters. What the hell, man? Oh man. That's one of those sets where you're finally starting to feel good about the character, you know? You're like, holy shit, it's fine. Can you see my mouse, by the way? I just realized that. Hang on. I just realized I actually have no idea. Video. Is there a way in here to do this? I don't think I can change this while I'm... Is there a way to do this? Not a clue. Okay. I would assume you can't see my mouse. So the one... You can see where I'm mousing over, you know? I mean, kinda. Okay. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Anyways, yeah, this paladin right here in the middle. It's kind of starting to take off. Okay. Okay. I remember this. I remember this. I remember this. I remember this. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's got a video on YouTube about this. I remember this character because he died to pre-exalted cowardice because he stood still because he's a chimp. That hurt. That was a bad day to be alive. Okay, yeah, this knight over here. Okay. Whatever the fuck this paladin is. Marble seal. I wish marble seal was a better item. And yeah, you can tell this motherfucker was really trying to make paladin work. Full fucking archer set. I don't think I've ever used any one of those items in my life. Solid mystic here, respectable top set. Bunch of bullshit. Oh, buddy, 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 buddy. What are we doing here? Void Entity. Was this the character that... No, it's not. That's way too low of a fame. Yeah. He had a character that died in Steamworks of bullshit, got revived, and lost it again in a week. Oh my god, I wish I could find it. Maybe I scrolled past it, but that hurt. Just airing out all of his fucking dirty laundry at this point. It's from a place of love. He's gonna laugh at this, I hope. Active for 102 days. Holy shit. Max, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck were you... What the hell were you doing? You definitely just left your computer on. So no, wait, the game would kick you out. I don't know. 168 paladins. Again, you can tell that he has a favorite. 168 and then 200. Oh shit, wrong one. 20. Okay. Yeah, you know. Okay. Okay. 100 warriors to 588. Just hilarious. 131 knights to 18A. Honestly, a better ratio than the paladins, which, you know. 60 ninjas. What the fuck do you play ninja, dude? What? I know you played samurai for a little bit. Okay, respectable. I will give this one honestly an 8 out of 10. You know, the problem is I'm so biased because I see the way that he plays. Not bad. He just doesn't give a shit. But his on paper, the quality of his characters is very respectable. So I'm gonna give you an 8 out of 10. I was gonna put it down to 70, but when he locks in, he locks in. The problem is he spends the other half of the time not caring. So 80% of the time not caring. So you know, there we go. Yay! Okay, next one. Okay. This is. I'm going to say this right now. This guy. And I know I hope you're watching this. I do. He's the reason I'm making this video. He's the inspiration behind it. I'll put a link to my community Discord in the chat, in the description. Oh my god. It's the most fucking insane thing to watch. This guy run it down like crazy style. He either 1v9s or he's inting. He will get the most insane bullshit item, and then kind of similar to my homeboy that we saw prior, I'll be taking a poop on company time, and I'll open Discord, and it'll be a notification that he's dead. And here's what I'm saying about it. Is maybe an hour later, totally different class, new item. He just does not give up. He just keeps going. It's awesome. Okay, so fame. Yeah, okay. But account fame is the highest number we've seen so far. The guild name is biblical. This made me crack up the first time I saw it. This is our most recent account at nearly 2 years old. Wow, I did not know that. 66 stars for 2 years old is pretty good. I don't know what Discord this is, LHB. Okay, Death Moral. That is a fungal enemy. That is, in fact, I'm pretty sure, not even in the dungeon. I'm pretty sure it's the guys up front. Wiz build is insane. I really hope you teleported on it on accident. A lot of rogues. I have been seeing you post loot suits. You died with this? What the fuck, man? He didn't even roll it. Just gave up. Unless you go in Wiz build. Yeah, that sucks. Crystal Charger is, again, another enemy from the cavern. That's funny. Void Landmark. And, again, not sure what this is. I don't think it's the goop. If anyone wants to tell me, that'd be great. Pretty decent set. Yeah, again, look. Dude's got drip. I felt like I was going to kill myself in real time seeing this unfold. I didn't know this is a dex ring. I thought it was health. Watching this unfold was insane. This isn't that bad either. Holy shit, man. 10, 19 mana. Bro didn't even try. Okay, you're approaching like kind of 6-8, you know, here. Okay. Okay, yeah, a bunch of blank. Hey, I think this is Snowy. Yeah, I think it's lethal. You got all this. This has got to not be a PPE. I don't know. Hard to say. This is something where you could probably just get a bunch of this. No, in less than 1,000 fame. Probably not. Well, maybe. I don't know. That's insane. Fuck you for that. And, okay, stats are pretty good. 500 fame. Actually, you know, that does look plausible. Death to 03 is insane. I saw him recently complete his first shatters, which was insane over the last like 6 months to have him in the Discord and just to gradually watch him get better at the game. It's been so fun. Now that I know his account is only like a year and a half old, That makes so much more sense. But seriously, it's so sick to see how spoon-fed this guy is, and then he throws it away. Aberrant Blaster. That's a wine cellar enemy. What are you doing, bro? Please, did you get like shotgunned by O2, and then the last thing that hit you was that? I really hope so, because that fascinates me. Here we go. Shatters Ice Shield. That is an Ice Sphere. If it exploded on you, there you go. New Jade statue. Okay, nothing to say about that one. Double event white 7-8 to 0-3 is kind of crazy. Yeah, Flying Behemoth, sure. Pogmer to an EH Mini Hive. I want to say that is those stationary ones that do not that don't move. I want to say it's one of those. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Okay, bro. Okay. I mean, maybe a full skip. Yes, I do remember you getting a kimono. I was happy about that. To Amaze Minotaur, hey man, one of these days that thing is going to fucking kill me. I swear to God, there is going to be a death in my graveyard to that at some point. Neurotic Creepy Time is one of the small enemies. Yeah, I feel like when this dungeon did this come out in September? I feel like it was recent. Yeah, there were some of those little guys kind of. It was like, whoa, chill the fuck out, man. Yeah, a couple in here. Yeah, this sucks. MV pattern helping too. I want to say that's Miko. I'm not really sure. Haunted Cemetery Boss Gold Large Skull. Whatever the fuck that means. Yeah. Sure. Okay. NMR Orb Veteran ISU. What is that? What the fuck is that? Orb Veteran. I have no idea what that is. I couldn't even begin to describe it. Maybe like orb. My guess when it says orb veteran is the sanguine forest guy and the little orbs that circle him. The archbishop thing in the what is it called? The beacon guardian. That's my guess. Dark ice is the shit on the floor in the ice citadel. Okay. Goblin Mage is my nickname in high school. Malice. Okay. All right, buddy. Yeah, yeah. All right. Transcendent Hell to 0-3 in what I can only assume is the immediate next one. Dama Death. Okay. 8-8. No, hey, man. Once is understandable, twice is questionable. Well, as souls, those things are scary. Can't fault you with that. Basically the same set fourth or three times over. Okay. Water elemental. I don't know what that is. Yes, I do. I'm pretty sure that is the bigger enemy in the shipwreck cove. And why are you rocking this? That's a UPE. Probably I think the only time I've ever seen him do it. Sulf what acid rooms only. They really want you to know that one. That one I don't blame you. Okay, let's see the other half. Okay. Okay. Not what I was expecting. That's a UT. Not a UT. Heroic White Demon of the Abyss. Can't fault you for that. No idea what this is. Pretty sure. What is this? Ah. Alright. Oh, did not mean to do that. Okay. Son of a... I can't fault you for that. Bone Tower 3. Maybe I know what that is. Maybe it's something the Lich King spawns, maybe, which I don't blame you for. Lumi to 0-3 is crazy. 9 life to max and 13 mana, which means you probably did a couple 0-3s for that. You're actually, what the fuck? Nearly 8-8. Okay, that sucks. EH King B, again, I'm pretty sure that's a nest. Or just nest in general. Sorry. Okay, Orc Sergeant. Yeah, sometimes you get run over. I want to know how many of these Kensei deaths are you are to you accidentally walking over something or No, dude, no, no, no way. What the fuck? Level 17. What the fuck? MVP dude just ran it down. What the fuck? Okay. EHQ. Yeah, all right. That's actually pretty solid. Yeah. Shatters Bridge Center Anchor. That's a part of the Sentinel fight. I just don't know what it is. The little sword, the towers he spawns, and the little swords they do, maybe. I'm not really sure. Either way, losing that ring like that sucks. Okay, okay. Lol. Just a random enemies. Okay. Second Sulphurous Wetlands with 2 shinies on you sucks. The Wetlands is a horrible dungeon, so I can't follow you there. Yeah, a lot of Kenseis, dude. Oh, okay. I for some reason I thought that was a different seal. Yeah, 8-8 to Marble, rough. This to a Parasite sucks. Doombow early to a Wood Lab. Okay, okay. Steamworks Factory Maintenance Core. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, what? Thanksgiving 2024 Turkey High. I don't know what that is at all. All right. Let's go to summary. 796 by the way. Yeah, pretty low. I mean for a year and a half. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Active for 40 days. Yeah, max. This has got to be broken, I think. I would be pretty confident in that. I can say it. Let's. Yep. Yeah, I fucking knew it. And 9. 128 to 9. Summoner 57 to 2 isn't bad. What's the most amount besides Kensei, obviously, that he's had? 3 and 3 on Knight and Paladin. That makes sense. 58 to 49. Okay. I'll give this one a 6 out of 10. I think this is a 6 out of 10. That's definitely a passing score. He has some solid stuff, and definitely from his from Lutzus. Actually, honestly, you've only been playing for like about 2 years. Yeah, yeah, let's go 6 out of 10. I feel good about that. Let's look at your actual characters, by the way. I forgot to do that. Okay. Okay. What the fuck is this skin? Okay, I remember you asking if Stinger was good, and no. Okay. Yay! Oh, right. He said he didn't. Super moist nuts. 3.8k. He said he doesn't really play anymore. J Doggy style. Awesome. So let's see when his last character was. Okay, a couple months back. Okay. City Rock Bot. Pretty sure that's Construct with nothing. Okay, a lot of dagger classes off the bat. Hell Skull, that's those big guys. Deep Sea Kraken to not wanting to play the class anymore. Fair. Pretty solid character here. You got a lot going on here with this. I like it. The Sam Ridelli set to a Shatter's Eye Swarmer. Pretty sure that's an Accursed Eye. Or one of those eyes in general. I'm pretty sure. 6-8 to a Nest is rough, especially with construction. Or just a bunch of limited bullshit. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. This is one pretty, obviously the fucking highest ratio of 8/8 to not. I don't know. Obviously there's a concentration. It's hard to get a systemic view of the account. But I think of these, the only character that I'd really consider personally to be like pretty decent would be the Sorcerer. I wouldn't use a Deca, you know. So I don't know. I'll give this account, especially I don't know. The guild name's solid. I'll give this one. I'll go right down the middle. Let's go 5 out of 10. Yay! Next one. Kelno. Chinikus Bongleton. Oh my god. 480. Okay. Your actual characters. Okay. We got some shit in here. We got a Fembo that's pretty solid with a Vit ring for some reason. I don't think this scales with Vit. Though I could be misremembering. It probably does. Wow, actually, pretty much full shiny set. Yeah, pretty solid. I like this. 694 graves. Okay, go fuck yourself. I'll get one eventually, I promise. 5-8 to 03? What the hell? Was this before the mana rework? No. Stone Mage with bullshit, yeah. Kitsune Umi, can't fault you for that. Vit build. You died to 01 with the Vit build, Kensei? I don't know, man. 03 with a pretty mana heavy set. Not bad. How much health would you have had with this? It doesn't tell you, does it? I actually don't remember. UPE, that you definitely just wanted to go for a core or whatever it's called, a steam pipe. Yeah, I can't fault you for that. 8-8 with bullshit is crazy. 5,000 fame. I don't know what is tiered PB. This is a pretty good set. Honestly, wait, this is incredible utility wise. Damnation combined with the high amounts of health from this, because it gives armored, this is kind of a live forever set. And you died at 2.8k in a spec pen. Not really sure about that one. That is a little hard to justify. Yeah, okay. Okay, wait, what? Oh, this is a UPE probably. Cogbold boss died to a turret. Okay, this is a pretty set. I like a lot of presets. It's really easy for me to like the way they look. I like the way tomes look. Champion of Orcs, that is a Hall's enemy. That's rough. Shiny Syndicate armor. 7-8 to 03 is definitely before the health rework. UPE to a, I think that would be Dance or Panic. Bullshit to, again, another Sulphurous Wetlands deaths. Hey, can't judge people for Wetlands deaths. I really can't. I just lost a Chrysalis in one like 3 months ago. Dead Water Dogs Captain with this. Rough. Another Fembo, and for some reason this Quiver, which I don't think is very good to 03. Can't fault you there. 1k. Very nice Knight. I think Gravelord's Flail is probably one of my favorite items in the game, so I'm always going to be biased towards people using that. Void Reskin Tashi, I think that's like a tier 13. This is a very solid. I wanted this set in a character for a while. I actually personally don't really like how it looks. I don't like when colors are too monochromatic a lot of the times. I don't know. I'm, obviously, like for PPEs, I feel like it always kind of looks strange. But utility-wise, this set is incredible. So there's that. Unless you're the only paladin in the Shatters, in which case you need to be shot. UPE, Source Stone must have hurt. Source Stone's pretty good. I will say, wow, hang on, holy shit. Okay. I will say, Source Stone is a very good ring. It's better than nil. But, you know what it could have been. Okay. Right. Fuck you for this. Genuinely fuck you for this. I did like 200 snake bits for one of these things and I never got it. I don't know what to say about this. I'm not really sure what to say about this unless you put it on loot ring at the end. But portal offensive, I don't know. This is a very very appealing set. Yeah, Wakabiki. Die to Void Entity is a little hard to say, but hard to defend. But we all make mistakes. Nothing and nothing to the same like the Abyss, basically. Merchant with the UPE Wet Dream. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't blame you. That Merchant can do some weird shit. 1-8 to a Parasite. A lot of Parasite deaths I'm noticing within this group of people we've seen. Ice Crown to Cog and Ball Torture. Sucks. Yeah, you definitely miss your stun there. Lodestone. More people needed to. This is a very good set, actually. Like a very good set. Practically wise, you just fucking perma bomb them with this shit. Kundo's Hospital style. Pretty good. Sucks to die to Spec Pen again. Shadows Green Crystal 3 again. I want to say that would be one of the carousel phase because they're the only ones that really have the green crystals. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't really say it. AI Watcher Sentinel. Not really sure what that is. I'm not really sure what that is. Could be something in Spec Pen, like those big Oculon eyes. No, it'd be called something different. This to 03 sucks. Really does suck. 6-8 to Marble. Blows chunks as well. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck is this? Oh, wait. Yeah, wait. No, wait. What is this? I've never seen this item I've never seen this reskin in my life. I've never seen that ever. Small cog mold 2 Zox, bro. The same set. Yera rune blank card. Okay. Yeah, dying to a horse. Can't fault you there. Holy fucking health build here, kinda to Umi. Yeah, whatever. Another parasite tongue. What the fuck is that? Firebomb blows. Hollow peasant also kind of blows, but for a different reason. Okay. Okay. Shatters red crystal. Okay. Oh, bro, that sucks. Oh my god, it's only the first 100. Oh, that's cute. Uh, okay. That if it was a different mace, yeah, I'm a huge fan of Lodestone. The basic bitch DPS wizard set that actually brings you down a couple points in my book. Very nice set. I love Wakibiki so much. Source Stone too. Source Stone is a very good ring, especially for UPs. I hate this skin, by the way. The Master of the Elements. Another Shatters Death. Okay. Some characters here that are kind of starting to take off. A lot of Fallens here. Appreciate what you're doing with this. The spamming of the tier 0 tome. Can't believe they changed Pixie back to the fat version. I think it looks like shit. Okay, solid. Ritual robe is okay. Wait, does wizard scale with Wiz? No, I actually don't know. Yep. Holy shit. A lot of reskins. I always forget they did that. I don't play wizard anymore. Penetrating blast sucks that it doesn't scale with attack anymore, but Vit's fine. I think. I'm pretty sure they changed it. Yeah. Ogmer over here, 4-8 and avoid is, I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder for that one. Rough. Crusade as well. You know what happens. Okay. My friend Hot Bagel used to spam get this ring on UPs, so I see it and I start twitching. Crystal Whip with that, womp womp. Keeper, what the, okay, that's definitely like a random character. That sucks. Vengeful Spirit, not a clue what that is. Probably something in the Dead Church, Risen Hill. I don't know. I don't know. Mercenary D Realm 2, sure. That's what they call me. Okay. Dan Miko with the very orange set. Okay. That sucks. Yeah, aspirin armor, those things are always okay. You know, they're fine. They're fine. Montmug finale, Wanderer Portal 2. Yeah, I hated that Wanderer fight. It's terrible. Archbishop Luke Corks, plain and simple, just die to Luke. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, this is an interesting one. I actually really like this one. This was fun. Um, let's go look. Is that number different than it was earlier? I'm pretty sure it was. Okay. Maybe we're all just insomniacs. Who knows? Let's do. A lot of sorcerers. Okay. Your ratios are really good. Yeah, 61 to 19. Yeah, it's like a 1 in 3 right there. Okay, not bad. 72 to 7. Okay. Yeah. Mine are going to be pretty bad, by the way. Yeah. Everything I say about these characters is reflecting the fact that mine are probably going to be worse. Okay, overall, yeah, I'll give this one an 8 out of 10. I think this one is pretty good. Yay! Next one, Treku. Okay, let's look. Fake and gay. 26,000 on account fame. Okay, 596 on reg. Okay, not much going on over here. Let's look. Okay, a lot of the same. Okay. I respect the priest grind. Soul's guidance solid as well, and I don't think it's great, but wow, wow, what the fuck? You really fuck with priest. Monocle, I respect the grind. Meat book again. I think I need to use that shit more. Bazaran sucks. Mini corrupted armor. I'm actually not sure what that is. It could be multiple things. What is this? Is this Tarnished Gods? Oh wait, didn't they rename it? No, it's just flat out a fucking reskin. Okay, cool. Oh, it's from Stromwell. Okay. Deep sea jellyfish sucks. Those things can kill you fast. Cogbold boss again blows. Shackled shanker. You sure with the shiny conduct. You bitch. Okay, a lot of sets that are kind of like right. Like if it was a PPE, they'd be taking off, and the fame reflects that. Being around like a couple thousand fame. Yeah, this reflects that. You know. Okay. Ooh, another one? Fuck off, bro. That's a pretty. I would feel happy. Yeah, 5K with that set as a sorcerer, like a PPE. I'm feeling pretty good with that set. I'm excited to play the character. I'm starting to grind for Awakens. I'm going for better robe and better, scepter. Yeah, and then you just, you die to O3 or whatever, and you're like, okay, I'll kill myself. This is solid. This is a solid character. Actually, maybe a better. Yeah, okay. I respect it. Okay, this must have sucked. Oh my fucking god. I can't. What the fuck is a lightning strike? Is that Zolotul? I want to say, yeah, it's his little things he does. Clockwork Void Quiver is crazy, and then losing that like that sucks. This is just a bunch of nothing. So is this. That sounded so mean. No, no, no. Your characters are fine. A lot of 8/8s, by the way. Holy fuck. Probably the highest ratio of 8/8s we've seen so far. I want to say. Deep Sea Squid, again, it happens. I don't know what this was. Deep Sea. Okay, hang on. A lot of Abyss deaths here. Pulse Lock P3. Not sure what that is. Primal Snake Round. Pretty sure that's Lunar New Year. Yeah, that's the snake shit. Yep. Okay. Purple Cultist. That's a little guy. With a Wiz build. That sucks. Does it start? It does scale Wiz. Okay. Solid Priest again. Judge's Robe is pretty solid. Wow, a lot of 8/8s. Actually, wow. Hang on. Holy shit, man. You're locked in. You really know what you like, and it's wand glasses. Okay, I respect the consistency. This is another pretty solid set, especially for 7K. You know? Okay, Christmassy. All right. Is this around Christmas time? Yep. Okay. Nothing there, nothing there. Oh man, I haven't thought about this ring in forever. Bilgewater. Hey man, sometimes he lines you up. All right. Oh, how many characters? Only 244. Wow. Okay. Wow. Actually, yeah, 5 years. Okay. Yeah, a lot of older kind of UPE types. Yep. Have not thought about Soulless in probably 3 years. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Pretty consistent. You know, old tops kind of getting there. Anything that sticks out? Not particularly on this page. Again, not a bad way. Definitely, when you kind of started to play the game a bit more. Yeah, this is back in 2023. Oh, wait, Jesus, hang on, let me look. Jesus Christ. Star Wars opening crawl of knights there. Holy shit, and paladins. Okay, you definitely had a melee phase and were like, fuck it, let's do something else. Which I respect the grind. I really do respect that. I do the same thing. Okay, let's look. Actually, let's look if this shit is right. Oh, where was it? Hour and 4. Okay, maybe it isn't broken. 49 to 143. Holy shit! A 1-in-3 ratio on your entire account. Wait, no. Or I guess that's a 0 way, so you should be thinking about that the other way. Yeah, that's pretty good. 50 to 250. 1-in-5. Nice. Okay, hang on. How many of these are priests, summoners, or sorcerers? I guess really just sorcerer and priest. We're gonna 18 and 26. Yeah, okay. that clocks. Whoa! Every single priest you've ever made has been. Wait, I'm so dumb. Is that not? No, half and half. That's not how that works either. Holy fuck! I need to be shot. An equal amount of them have been. You have. You have a near 50-50 coin flip on being 0-8. Fully maxed or not at all. That's fucking hilarious. Okay, yeah, I will give this one. Honestly, yeah, I'll give this one a 6 out of 10 because honestly, I'll boost you up to a 7 because your commitment to what you do is staggering, especially that priest ratio. I'll give you that. Yay, that was a pretty good one. I actually really like this one. Uh, okay. Nothing. Okay, what a fun game. Fucking 12-year-old account. Yeah, 9 or 10K on that. All right. 900 matching graves. Okay, so okay. Oh wow. Okay, what the fuck kind of reskin is this? Yeah, whatever. Uh, Cult rough. O3C is I'm pretty sure Dama sucks. Charger leader. Okay. What is this a tier 13 wand? Sure is, buddy. Yeah, okay. Another person who knows their craft. Another person who knows what they're doing. Twilight Shroud is probably it's probably my favorite robe in the entire game, so people using it. Sucks you died in a spec pen with 608 fame. 10k on this thing, that's a natural character. Dying blows. Excuse me. Yeah, okay, half this ST set. That's a question mark. Again, you know what? Honestly, you know what these first ones look like genuinely? This looks like what I was talking about earlier. If I try to do a sorcery PPE, it would look like this. Like every single time I do it, it dies like this. Okay, a little bit of variety here, a little bit of ecological variability in here. I'm sorry, what the fuck is that? GC, why do I not remember what that is? Who knows? Library Headless Spectre. Yeah, you just got sat in that thing like 4 minutes out the womb. That blows. A lot of Moonlight stuff here. Appreciating that. And he died doing Moonlight with it. 364 fame. Oh my god, a lot of sorcerers. Another Parasite Death. I love 3rd by the way. It's one of the coolest items in the game for me. What the fuck? What the fuck happened here? How did you hit 6-8 with nothing? What the hell? Okay. Okay. New lock drag. Okay. Don't have much to say about that one. Do have a lot to say about this. Is this a loot armor? It's a health armor. There we go. Let me. Wait. Maybe. Nah, I got nothing. Shiny thing here sucks. Whatever the fuck it's called. Oh, this is a very epic larva. Yeah, don't rush those, bro. Or maybe not. Yeah. I like this character. This is solid. Do you own any skins? for a 12-year-old account. Sulfurous Wetlands dying there. Okay, just look at the camera and kill you and cry. I was gonna say kill yourself. Don't. That's a little mean for that. I would kill myself is where I was going with that. I would kill myself if that happened to me. Blue Fat Bees. Okay. This is solid. Longbows underappreciated, but also fairly ranked, but kind of bad. 3D Death sucks. I'm pretty sure the little guys that the Tesseract goddess spawns that kind of make the little like tentacle phase almost around her, and they do like 100 armor piercing a shot. You'll die fast. That Genji Death with a set of tops sucks. Blank this. Okay. Okay, yeah, a lot of sorcerers. Again, someone who knows their craft. I really respect that. Dying with an Oreo to a bomb is crazy. I've done it too, so I can't really judge you for that. 560 fame. Kagura with that. Okay, yeah, okay. MV pattern hammer with the firmament sucks. If I played normal characters really anymore, would definitely go for a firmament. PD tongue again. Don't know what that is in the parasite. I have a couple ideas, but whatever. Okay, a bunch of PPEs coming through here. Okay. Garnet statue, question mark, at the longest range possible. I'm not really sure about that one. Archbishop Blue Corks with this sucks, especially with the Chaos Tome. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've died with this exact same set in pretty much the exact same way. I can't judge you. Tablet 3-8, 116 fame. What the blue fuck are you? What the hell? Warrior Puppet, hands off. Can't judge you for that either. Cultist, that's one of the little guys. So dying within Nadaria is crazy. MC, that is a fractal. Again, I don't really know how people die to fractals. GC, I don't know what GC is. I can't remember. Yeah, okay. Cyclops, rough. Each QLBB with I think this thing sucks. I want to say it sucks. Okay, and a sulfurous wetland death to wrap us up. Okay, here we go. Let's go look at the summary. I want to see how many sorcerers he's done. That's something we got to see. Actually, let's also peek. 2 days. What the fuck are you doing, man? Sorcerer 70 to 11. Okay. 70-08 to 11. Okay, like a 1 in 10 ratio here. You have a 10% chance of 8-8ing a sorcerer, if you want to look at it this way. 45 out of 900. Not bad. Okay. Priest, how are we doing on Priest? 25 to 2. Okay. 183. Were there really that many to 5? What the fuck? What the hell, man? A sorcerer, 70 to 11. Again, not bad. Wait, nope, just said that earlier. I need to be shot. Okay. Yeah, honestly, didn't really stick out at me, but wasn't bad either. I'd say, yeah, this is another 5 out of 10. I like that. Yay! Little crow. Okay, let's look. Okay. 0 out of 10. No, I'm not going to X out. I'll actually go through with it, but you need to leave that guild. Fame, none at all. Whatever this verification code is, that's definitely going to get you 25% off at a fucking McDonald's somewhere. Okay, starting off weird. This entire set's a little eclectic. 7-8 to an 0-3 Orcs Portal. Okay. This is nice. Again, Crystal Wall is rough. I'm pretty sure that's the lizard ones that kind of go out. Again, Twilight Shroud does give you points. I really would like to use... Overwhelming Strikes is crazy, actually. Holy shit with this. Yeah. I really would like to use Flamethrower more. Okay, a bunch of kind of nothing there. Parasite Death, again. Okay, nothing going on here. Just a line. The Epstein file redaction right there. UPE, rough, 800 fame. 800 fame. Holy fucking, you got a 30? Holy spoon-fed. 2-8 to a fractal with 1 billion health is kind of crazy as well. Orcs Noble, again, sometimes it just happens. Nice to get this skull early. 200 fame, dying to a nest. I would kill myself immediately. You don't have to if you don't want to, though. Solid set here. Sucks to die to Dama. Gotta get something better than Dominion. Can't let that hold you up. 480 fame. Okay, maybe a throwaway character. Or just something you had items on. Sorry. UPE going on here. I'm assuming, yeah, if this was this year, that's the start of your item. 4-8. Yeah, your character's getting off the floor. Then game takes it away. Sucks. Tundra Golem was something I would have rocked back in 2017. Not bad. Was this shit out in 2000? Probably not. Whatever. That was around when Hall started. Yeah, I think it was. I think it just worked differently. I don't know. Ravenous Rot, that thing is hard. I don't fault you for that at all. Same, basically the same UPE, died two different ways. We're off. 2-8 to the keeper is something that I have a hard time defending. I have a question mark about that one. Okay. Getting this early on, dying to Moonlight. Okay. Is that tutorial? Pretty sure it is. Rags, there was a long period of time. It was the method. Z-listers can attest to this. It was first room Garms. I would go into a Lost Halls that Sentry killed back in like 2018, and I would see if the first room is a Golem room. That is an incredible Bard skin. I really like that skin. Sorry, I would go into it and try to kill the big golem in the center of the room to see if I could roll cars. But I didn't want to clear the entire halls. That sucks. A lot of UPs. Actually, yeah, you're doing quite. You know your craft with these. You do a lot of UPs. Esbin on a priest. Womp womp. Fuck you. Never got this thing. Maze Minotaur deserved. You deserve to be flattened. Sorry, that's mean. Lesser Bald Vampire sucks. It's your creepy uncle. Okay. Corrupted Bramblethorn Thorn. Okay, don't think they could have said that better. That sucks a lot to lose that. Again, another UP Sprite Forest Dog. Lol. That's a shiny, isn't it? Yeah. Ninja Puppet. Don't rush those. But a nice SPE you got going on there. Another fucking UPE, and you died in a parasite. Sorry, man. A lot of UPs. Actually, holy shit. There's what looks like an SPE to O3. Sucks. You know, only so much you can do about that. Let's go look. Yeah, looks like we're doing more UPs. Tundra Dragon again. Womp womp. Nice. What are the rolls on this? Damage bonus 3. That's cracked. Actually, I'd be hyped for that. This ring is horrible, by the way. I hated this thing. It was horrible to sit there and farm for the Runic Tundra when I was doing Night, when I was going for Ogmer. And yeah, just a billion of these things. Okay. Topaz Bat. That's the crystal one. That sucks. Pretty sure they spelled Topaz wrong there. Not sure. Third G on a UPE is godlike, so I respect that. Okay. Wait, this is crazy. That man, actually, holy shit. You're really locked in on UPEs, man. Solus brings you down some points, but the amount of health you must have had on this thing is fucking insane. That's a para HP right there. That's an additional 60, and that's 140 on top of how much you have in your max. I don't remember what that number is. Someone else can do it, but yeah. Just for the flow of the video. Shiny Cranium to O3 is crazy. Uh, okay. Gamsbach Death, womp womp. Where the fuck are you getting all of these Soluses in 2025? Are you going out of your way to kill Liches and or not Death Knights? What are they called? Maybe it is a Death Knight, actually. The one that drops the HUDL, the encounter. Or not the encounter. The red one. The red skull in the biome, not the purple skull. Oh my gosh. Gas leak in my apartment. Okay, more of the same. Okay. Nice. I think this armor is really cool. Infernal Red Demon sucks. That's those things. Yeah, honestly, if they rush in, those things will kill you. Shiny Doombow on a UPE. Is that a UPE? I don't think so. Either way, sucks. Not even 8-8. Womp womp. Oh, that may have been before the health rework. 660. No, they maxed at 720, or they used to. Attack counter north sucks. Shiny Conduct sucks. Sorry. Shiny to a Sanguine hat. What the fuck are you doing in the Sanguine Forest? What the fuck were you doing there, man? Alright. Okay. Poop Sock is crazy. Maybe GC is fungal. That would make sense if it's saying child. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, this bow sucks, I'm pretty sure. Encore Huntress. Womp womp. That's not even the hard one. What? Oh my god, what the fuck? You got a Crossing Fires? Oh, and you died with it? Okay, cool. I like this one a lot. This one was really interesting. I like the UPE grind. I like when people do UPEs, so I respect this a lot. 1 day, 1 hour. Okay, so maybe that is, up there. Again, who is it? It was all... Oh my fucking god, we didn't even scratch the surface. Holy... Or 3,000. Wow, we didn't... I'm pretty sure I have around 3,000. Holy shit, 47 of them being 8-8. I gotta go compare mine. I'll leave this page up. We've only got one left after this before mine. Yeah, wow. Sorcerer, yeah, 11 to 411. and you know your shit with sorcerer. Okay, honestly, in terms of the max on characters, would definitely bring you down. However, one, we saw 200 out of 3,000, so who knows? But your commitment to doing UPEs and SPEs is really commemorable, and I geek with that so hard. I'm giving you 7 out of 10. Yay! All right, next one. I will leave that page open. I had a little bit of difficulty getting this name, but we got there. 21,000 in that. Jesus. Let's go look. Actually, wait. Let's look at your actual characters for a sec. Okay, solid, solid. Oh, 162. Okay. Nice. Okay, that sucks. Aqua artifact. Not really sure what that is. Maybe ocean trench. That would make sense. Huntress. Okay, small cog bolt again. Womp womp. Question mark about this one. Just ran out of rings, I guess, to immersion. Okay. Dying with a brain cube and a night matter artifact. What the fuck, man? That's insane. Shiny ASS to this. Is this just because Realmeyes is weird about stats? I wouldn't think so because of the numbers here. It does genuinely just look like it was unmaxed. Okay. Medusa. Okay. Shiny only here to Zol as a archer. Why are you doing Zol? Why are you doing spec pens? Okay. Especially unmaxed. Huh. Okay. Maybe I'll get a shiny upgrade thing. PD Maul with the most speed set wizard I've ever seen. Makes sense. Kind of hard to dodge when you are being shot from a bullet. Nope, not how that works. Shot from a gun. Hammer, love this thing. I think it's a real cute sprite. To Mershon with the sea shield. Hey man, shrug emoji. I don't know how to defend you from this one. Especially with the Sphinx on. But Sphinx is pretty solid now. Ferris Golem with the pickaxe. Okay. Was there enemies a part of the mining event? I don't really remember. Anyways, sucks. D-Dom to an abyss is crazy. 3-8 to a fractal. Shiny Doombo 6-8 to Megamoth with the Dex ring. Okay, rough. Okay, this is probably the best character we've seen so far, and you die to a fractal. Again, hard to defend. Lance 1-8 to Marble. No way, man. That sucks. Oh, that's horrible. I feel terrible. Okay. Sticky Fudgefoot. That was my nickname in high school. Okay. Bilgewater with the Elements Equinox is rough. Oh, wow. This is years old. Holy shit. Yeah, wow. Okay. Okay. And then we got a couple left. Okay. This flying, that's a Skull Shrine thing. Yeah, this is a set I would have geeked with back in 2020. I would have felt good about a PP having this for 300 fame if it was a PP. If not, don't sweat it. Okay, yeah, definitely like a getting into the game side here. Okay, okay, yeah. All right, not much to say about this one. It's cool. Yeah, this is definitely someone who's 8 years ago. What the fuck? You started in 2022. Don't blame me for that. Okay. Let's go look at this. 8 hours. Yep, that makes sense. Active for 7 days. Yeah, that clocks. 4 8/8 and 162. Yeah, yeah, Sorcerer is 8/8, Paladin is 8/8, and an Archer. That makes sense. Your ratio individually, these numbers are all pretty solid, but then they add up and it gets a little questionable. Okay. I'll give this one a 4 out of 10. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. And like you're making your way in the world. And then he's gonna be like, no, I've been playing for, the Realmeyes wrong. I've been playing for 2 decades straight. And I'm like, okay, maybe I am an asshole. But yeah, overall, 162, definitely a very green, very fresh account. But having a couple 8/8s at that point is actually really good. I definitely did not. It is a lot easier to max now. The game is a lot easier, like, to get started than it ever was. But hey, I respect it. So, yay! I like this one. Yeah, I appreciate this. It feels nostalgic to me in a way, from when this was at the place that I was at. So I appreciate that. Okay, now for the worst one. Let's look at me. Wow, yeah, I don't only have 2 characters, not even close. I am 20th in the world for account fame. I used to be 5, and then I stopped playing. Yeah, not so much on actual fame. I need to change this. I need to get rid of this. But yeah, this is me. I got my garlic ball sack. I am nearly 9. This account is nearly 9 years old, which is crazy. I remember when I made this account as well, similar with my friend. I remember what it was like. I was on Congregate. This is near the end of my time on Congregate before I started going. No, it wasn't. Oh, maybe. It would have been around the time I started using Adobe Flash Projector. I was still using Bandicam at the time for the first good 2 year, maybe year and a half. Actually, I don't remember how long I was using Bandicam for. I'd have to look, but I did use Bandicam and I paused. And there is a point in time when you can tell that I stopped using Bandicam and I started using OBS because you start to see bags drop. And I want to say actually I used Bandicam for a really long time, like 4 years. Um, Maybe not. Maybe I switched to it when I started using Flash Projector, but OBS didn't really work too well on the page for Congregate. But my old account was called Ass Hat Matt, and it only had no, actually, this account was called Ass Hat Matt. Um, and I renamed it back in 2018 because I remember sitting there in a shatters and people kept saying a shat mat, you know, and I heard that long enough where I was like, okay. And so, for those of you who don't know how I got the name puberty, is I used a random word generator and it gave me puberty and it fit. So that's me. So let's go look at my graveyard. I have not seen my graveyard in a while. I have 1,200. Let's go look. This sucked. I was pissed. I rubber banded in a miasma on an SPE. By the way, so this is a good chance for you guys to see what goes on outside of things. And why it takes me so long to upload. Deep Sea Kraken, again, this is just a UPE that I was doing. I did a bunch of UPEs for a while. I was kind of bored. Yeah, I don't really remember either of these. This character I just had for one night. I was just playing for one night, and I was like, I think I was waiting for the season to map over. I'm not really sure. Yeah, probably. Maybe, I don't know. This is the 24-hour PPE. I died in a to skull phase. That sucked. This was insane. This was ridiculous. It was laser phase. It was energy storm, and they crossed, and I could not get out in time, and I died instantly. This was an exaltation only experience that I had that I died to a hard mode. I want to say I was pissed. A shiny only attempt. Don't want to talk about this. I went to go. I do want to talk about it. I'm lying. Night UPE I did back in October, and I got popped in wetlands. Yep, that's all I have to say about that. I rubber banded in this one. This was a UPE I did back in May. Yeah, I was pretty pissed about that. Spider just flung on me from across the room. I got one shot to gaze with the shiny star. I got in one try. I was really attached to this character. This one, I really enjoyed this one. Especially this thing. This is the priest that we did for the series that I fully exalted. This has got to be easily the character and the project that I am the most proud of in pretty much the entire time I've been playing this game, with one exception, which is the first time I exalted Knight. That's probably the best thing I've ever put down to YouTube. That is the the magnum opus of my channel. But this is a very close second. I was very proud of this, and it's also like one of the only times I've ever finished a series ever. A couple more UPEs. This is the first attempt at the priest that I had that died in like episode 3. This character was probably the most I've ever the first time I've ever actively fully worked for a single item in such a bad way, and I died with it like a week later. I don't remember this at all. I do remember this because my computer shut off in the middle of the fucking run and they didn't revive it. Bridge Sentinel, okay. I don't remember if this one, I think this one became a video. Yes, this is a UPE I did in the fall, I want to say. Maybe, wow, never mind. That sucks. I must have been on some sort of meth. Yeah, Fembo dying 3-8 to an MV is crazy. I have no words to say for that. 1.6k. What the fuck? That was so lame. Yeah, this was a suicide. I remember this character. I just really didn't want to play on it. This is a throwaway. This is not a character. It's when I was like kind of first thinking about learning Moonlights. This was a very good character that got popped in a 3D. There is a video up for it. This one was a preliminary to. I was pissed. I got one shot by an appetizer. That thing needs to be nerfed. No idea what this is. No idea what this is. This was an attempt at a commentary series. This is when I started to introduce the rule that I would only upload it if I lived past episode 5. And this was why. Because this was on episode like 4. And I got popped and I was pissed. No idea what this is. Think this is an actual character. Yes, I was trying to hit whites. This is, I think, No, I had White Star by this point. Maybe I was trying to fully exalt Warrior. I'm sorry. Obviously, it would have been Warrior was an early 5-star for me. I was trying to fully exalt Warrior. I got popped to pre-exalted case. That sucks. Whatever the fuck happened to me here is horrible. Whatever. Wow, that's a horrible character. Holy fuck you. So is that. That's insane. That sucks to die with, really. This is a miserable player experience, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't play Ninja otherwise. This is a video I did where I don't know what this is, actually. This sucked. I really like this samurai. I was really attached to this. I don't think I ended up uploading this. I want to say I didn't. I don't. What the fuck, man? Why didn't I do a Summoner UPE? No idea what this is either. This is another Exaltation only experience. I remember this one very well. Okay, let's look. What? What? Okay. Yeah, okay, another shitty samurai. All right, we'll take it. Yeah. So actually what happened with this character, yeah, I got popped by a bomb. And then I photoshopped it out and they revived it. And then I didn't end up uploading it. I don't remember how I actually died. I think it was in patience. Yeah, I remember I was on lunch break. I used to be a remote worker at the time, and I was on lunch break and I died of patience. But yeah, I photoshopped the bomb out and they revived my character. It's been 2 years. I can tell you that now. Gladiator, sure, buddy. Archmage, no idea what that is. This is another Exaltation only experience. I remember this one very well. I was at my ex-girlfriend's house, and I was sitting there in the corner on a little desk she had, and I died, and I was pissed, and I went home. Some boyfriend. Yeah, dying with an abyssal insignia is crazy. This is when I got really into flails. This is when I started like really locking in on flails at the end of 2023. I really, really like them. So there's that. Yep, and you can see right there, more flails. Monocle on this. This was a tiered PPE that I got popped to. That scared the shit out of me. Fairy Plate is crazy. This was another UPE. I remember this one. I don't think this became a video. Neither did this, I don't think. This was not a UPE. This was a drinking video, and I had to go rush a C-Depth. And I died, obviously. No idea what this is. No idea what this is. This would have been a character I was learning Shatters on, maybe? I'm not really sure. Ice Shield 2, that sucks. This is definitely a PPE I was very attached to. Valor is crazy, and then dying to King, I'm pretty sure was in the next one. That blows. That's just a bad set. Nothing more to say about that. Why the oh, wait, wow. This would have been kind of around the time I was getting into Kensei, yeah. Would have been a year old. I used to play Kensei every winter. That's a crazy set to lose, you dumbass. 16K it looks like a PPE. All right, you're dumb. For some reason, I've seen a bunch of these sets. I used to really go for that ring. This is again, I think another PPE. Sucks, bro. UDL Living Skeleton. I remember this character so well. This was suicide. I remember just sitting there, doing this, and being like, I'm done. And that was it. This was a summoner PPE that I put to YouTube, and then I died, and then I didn't upload the last 3 episodes. So there's that. Yeah, this was the first attempt at it, and here we go. This is it. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it's somewhere on my channel. If you sort by popular, you'll probably find it. This is the best character I'm ever going to put to YouTube ever. 250,000 fame. Yeah, fully exalted, basically from scratch on this. First hard mode, I got a Chrysalis. This is very soon after it came out, I think. Yeah, I did like 200 Shatters, 200 O3s. Yeah, 250,000 fame. I have a whole list of every single theoretically usable item that you can have. Yeah, there's that. Okay. Whatever that is, this is another drinking video, I think, or a bingo video, whatever that is. Okay, well, that gives you guys some context. Yeah, I don't think my account is excellent, obviously, just because I only do PPEs. Let's look. Let's say 14 days. Yep, no, that's not true. Is that total time active? I don't know. Like, consistently? Okay, 164 to 1244. Again, that's only like, what? A little under, like 13%. It's not great. Knight, 46 to 26, 26 to 100, about a quarter. My knights have been 8-8, 21 to 123 on Paladin, 66 to 21. About a third of them have been 0-8, third of them have been, or 1/3 have been 8-8. Ninja, 5. Every single one of these things is a tiered NPE, all stats random order. Samurai, 17 to 82. Yeah, I don't fuck around about Samurai. I would give my account, I would probably put myself, I wouldn't go anywhere near, like, I would probably maximum 8 out of 10. Realistically, because it's obvious that I do PPEs, but I think holistically, a lot of my characters for such an end game player are fine. Not excellent. I think realistically, yeah, 8 out of 10. So there's that. Oh wait, hang on. What did I want to do again? I wanted to compare two things: 164 to 1244, 47 3K. Yeah, but I have a lot more experience doing this. Yeah, this is a really fun little exercise. I hope that no one's like bothered about me saying it. Like, I don't. I deeply don't think that anybody's accounts have been bad, especially from the different areas we are in the game. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. It's been an hour. Holy shit! Wow. Holy fuck! I just talked for an hour straight. No one's gonna watch this one. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. And this is a lot of fun. I'll see you all later.